points in the game. will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Wake Forest's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his...
Breaks into the open. At the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Damon Deeks.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Roadrunners offense will go to work for the first time today. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Going for it all. Makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Roadrunners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. He's going to get loose. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Finds his man. It's Smith. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On first down, here comes this offense. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the tailback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. The Demon Deacons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
They boot it away. Makes the catch near the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Throwing right. That's caught. It's Green. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Creates a little room. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're still.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Crowder.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. Just keeps moving. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we
got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he he doinks it off the left upright. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And
he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. the Demon Deacons will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it back. So Arkansas's offense takes the field for the first time today. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off a defense, catch posts, and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's James. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Takes the handoff. It's Wilcox. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way from around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. The give on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the counter play. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Corrals it at the 45. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. 1 more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wake! And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. 1 play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to win.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. First priority is to take care of the ball here. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll give it to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? It's complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake!
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.